It's Pokemon News of the Week with your host, Bob.
Welcome to Pokemon News of the Week. Here are tonight's headlines. Rumours of a Pokemon theme park are coming out. Pokemon cards are now at an affordable price. And Buru Buru Mugyu Teddies. All that and more in Pokemon News of the Week. Hey everyone, welcome back to Pokemon News of the Week. My name is Bob, and here are tonight's headlines. And we're going to start off by talking about PokePark. This is the brand new park that has been announced that's going to be coming out at some point in the next couple of years in Kanto, Japan. And what's cool about this is it's about time that they had a Pokemon theme park for Pokemon. With the Mario theme park kind of in USJ down in South Kansai, it has seen so much success and people are coming to Japan just for that event. If I recall, they are actually going to have a Super Mario Land going to Universal Studios in America somewhere. I think it's Florida? I don't know, I'm not American, so I have no idea. But since then, Nintendo started to really deeply think, how can we continue to grow and just improve our business? And PokePark seems like the right direction. This is going to be in collaboration with, what was the company? Yomiuri Land. Yomiuri Land, they've done actually some collaboration with them before with a different event called Pokemon Wonder. This happened from 2021, and basically it was kind of a more kind of hunt around to see what kind of Pokemon themed things you can see in this nice kind of countryside area. And there's a lot of cool pictures. I'll put some of them up here so you can see what it looks like. But I don't know if this event is still going, but that's the company that was running this. The idea for PokePark is it's going to be in this similar area, but this time the theme is going to be around the whole of Kanto in Pokemon Red, Blue, Green, and Yellow. So this is a really cool idea, and I'm super excited. My hope is that they're going to allow you to actually walk all the way through, like all of the main cities, maybe even surfing partway through to kind of get to Cinnabar Island. It would be so much fun if they go ahead with this. But the reality is, we don't know what's going to happen. But that's the news that most people know already. I have news that maybe some other people haven't found, and I've done quite a bit of deep research into. There were 3 other PokePark announcements. 3 more PokePark announcements. Not just one in Japan, but 3. So the first one, and these are all trademarks that were made around the middle of November. The first one is PokePark Paldea. There is a theory that there is going to be a Paldean themed PokePark in Spain. There is also PokePark Kalos, again with France, and PokePark Galar, which means that there's likely going to be a PokePark somewhere in the UK. This is so cool, and I really do hope that they just continue expanding this. There is no confirmation exactly that these are going to be actual parks that are built, but with the trademark of the name, it is likely it is going to happen. So I will keep you updated with news as it comes in. But to move into a little bit of Pokemon card news, we're actually going to look at a story from the West. There is a set called the Paldea Adventure Chest coming out at the beginning of next year. And this chest looks pretty cool. It has a couple of packets for revolving around Scarlet and Violet. It has like a sticker sheet. It has like a code card for the online game. There's lots of cool stuff in here, including like 3 little cards inside and a box and all kinds of things. But there is a promo card in here that looks amazing. It's this Pikachu promo card. And this looks so cool. But Japanese are really annoyed with this. Basically, many people are commenting online saying, isn't Pokemon a Japanese brand? Why is the West getting cards that Japan doesn't have yet? And I find this so funny and so kind of like, I don't know, I don't even know how to say it politely, but it just feels weird. And some of the comments I translated because I thought they were quite funny. The first one was, why is a Japanese product getting a release outside of Japan? Does the Pokemon company not understand? Just like, okay. And then the second one I thought was quite funny was, didn't we invent Pokemon? Why do others get it before us? I just thought that these comments online were kind of funny. There's a lot of them, and actually it has sparked a bit of anger in Japan because, of course, they want that card before other people. But anyway, this is a cool set coming out in the West. I don't exactly know how much it's going to cost, so if you can get your hands on it, great. The promo card looks beautiful, and at some point this will be coming to Japan. Yeah, I thought this was kind of cool. But moving on to Pokemon card news related to Japan, interestingly there are 2 sets that are being printed like crazy. The first one is Ancient Roar and the second one is Future Flash. These are 2 sets that came out in the West as Paradox Rift, but in Japan they were separated. And what's cool about this is that this is the first time in over 3 to 4 years you can actually buy a box of cards from shops. Basically, if you're lucky, you win a lottery, you pay for the cards, they take the wrapper off, and then you can open those cards at home. And it does kind of suck because for people that want to keep those cards for a long time, the wrapper, the shrink comes off, so it doesn't keep the 100% authenticity of it. Although there have been some scammers out there who are repacking with new shrink, but that's a story for a different time. But yeah, you can buy these in pretty much any shop, and it's so cool to see. The problem and the challenge is that with printing like this, it is leading to quite a few defects in cards, and you'll notice that if you actually get packets or sets from these, there's a lot of rough edges on a lot of those cards, which is sad. It really is sad, it's unfortunate, but it's just cool that you can do this. Now, what does this mean for future sets? Well, hopefully they're going to have more print of the Shiny Treasure EX, and already I'm seeing a second wave coming in for lotteries for that. I don't need any more, so I'm not applying for any more. But that also means that the sets coming out in January and in March in Japan, hopefully those are going to be printed beyond belief so that people can get their hands on them. So fingers crossed this is a continuing thing and that players and collectors can actually get your hands on some amazing stuff. Oh, and one more point on this news too. On resale websites like Yahoo Auction and Mercari, you can actually see people selling these for basically the same price that they bought them for. There were people that just bought tons of stock thinking that they were going to grow in price, but now that shops have them, they're trying to get rid of them as quickly as possible. So yeah, I thought this was kind of funny too. Okay, off of that topic, I'm going to talk about one more final thing. And what if I told you that I'm going to show you one of the cutest things ever? Just watch this clip that I'm going to play on the full screen for just a second. Isn't this adorable? This is so cool. This is the Buru Buru Mugyu Teddy, and there are 4 of these. They're so cute. So first off, we have the Pikachu and Pichu. Look how sad that Pichu looks. It's just crying. It's adorable. It's adorable. There's also a Marill and an Azurill, which also looks super, super cute. There's also a Sudowoodo and a Bonsly. So very cute. And one of my favorites easily is the Jigglypuff and the Igglybuff. Just look how cute these 2 look. And this is such a cool concept. The fact that it's like one of those pull toys where the string comes back and just pulls the other teddy to them. It's easily one of the cutest things and one of the greatest ideas that the Pokemon Company has come up with in a long time for its products. These come out on December 23rd and they're going to be 3,300 yen each. If you're looking to get them, there are a lot of shops that are actually getting them in. It's not only exclusive to the Pokemon Center, although they are going to have those in stock, of course, because it's the Pokemon Center, but places like Yodobashi Camera and Amazon and even Rakuten, they have these right now for pre-order. So if you have an address in Japan, pre-order them. If not, find your proxy and see how you can get hold of these. But these are adorable. I love these. I just want these. And my card of this week is going to be a card that probably many of you have never seen. We're going to be looking at the Victory Cup card, the 2nd place card. And basically, for those of you that don't know, in Japan there are big tournaments that go on like everywhere else in the world, of course. But in these tournaments they have very special, very limited edition promo cards that you can get for entering tournaments. And typically there's 3 prizes. There's the 1st, the 2nd and the 3rd. And I've seen lots of pictures of these, but this one in particular, the 2nd place card, is adorable for so many reasons. Firstly, it's got my boy Snivy in there. There's also Oshawott and Tepig, that are adorable. But look at the victory in the trophy. This is adorable. This is so cool. And what a beautiful, beautiful card. This is back from, which year was this? 2012, I think. So yeah, what a cool, cool card. And they are still doing things like this. So if you're lucky enough to win a tournament, you can get kind of a newer card. But anyway, this is my card of the week. So that is everything for Pokemon News this week. I hope you enjoyed it, and apologies if I seemed a little bit off or looked tired today. I am exhausted. I have had an extremely busy couple of weeks, and I'm not trying to whine, I'm not trying to find an excuse, but I felt like some of the recordings that I had to redo, because I actually have re-recorded a couple of scenes in this a few times, and even now I'm stumbling. But anyway, I hope that it wasn't too bad, and I hope that you enjoyed it. And if you did, please give us a like, please subscribe. We are so damn close to 10,000 subscribers. Last I counted, there were 21 off. So, oh my god, it's crazy. I'm gonna have to do a live stream to celebrate. I will scream in the live stream. But anyway, love you all and see you next week for more Pokemon news of the week.